Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and sports fans joining us around the world, the main event of the evening, the WBC Welterweight Championship bout. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Welterweight Championship of the world. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right. He's fighting out of the blue corner, and he enters the ring wearing blue trunks with white trim. He hails from Brentwood, Long Island, New York, and he weighed in at a trim and ready 145 pounds. His fine record includes 54 wins, only 2 defeats, 1 draw, with 43 wins by way of knockout. He's ranked the #1 contender by the WBC and the IBF. Welcome, the former IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, James Buddy McGirt. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, is the defending champion. He is wearing black trunks with white lettering and fighting out of Mount Airy, Maryland, by way of Clarendon, Jamaica. His weight is at 147 pounds, and his impressive record includes 34 wins, only 1 defeat, 26 big wins by way of knockout. Welcome, the defending WBC Welterweight Champion of the World, Simon Brown. Once again, your referee, Mills Lane, now to give instructions.
All right, now this is for the championship of the world. Expect a tough, clean fight. We've gone through all the instructions one time.
All right, you see the tail of the tape as Mills Lane goes on. We'll tell you about it in a minute.
Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Let's get it on.
All right, we're all set to go. On that tail of the tape that you had a chance to study, we can tell you that Simon Brown is 3.5 inches taller. He's a couple of pounds heavier. He's just a year older, but he's giving up a ½ inch in reach. So most everything on that tail of the tape is in favor of Simon Brown over James Buddy McGirt. Brown, the defending champion, hasn't fought since he scored a 10th round TKO win over Maurice Blocker, and that was back in March. So here we go, round #1, James Buddy McGirt. Let's see what he can do with Simon Brown. Brown in the black trunks with Simon written on him, and Buddy McGirt in the blue and white. This is round 1, scheduled for 12. At stake, the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. This is the 147-pound division. The welterweight division, a good one, with guys like Meldrick Taylor, Simon Brown, Buddy McGirt, Maurice Blocker, Glenwood Brown, Lonnie Smith, Gennaro Leon, Cristiano Espana. Some of the good ones around the world. We'll tell you when this is the first round that the 10-point must-scoring system will be used here. Where the winner of the round gets 10 points, the loser 9 or less. Scoring is done by 3 judges and based on effective aggressiveness, clean hits, defense, and ring generalship. A fighter must get up following a low blow or he will be counted out. And on the matter of the 3 knockdown rule, while they do have a 3 knockdown rule in the state of Nevada, we're under WBC rules here with Jose Suleiman, the president, here in attendance. That has been waived for the title fight. So there is no 3 knockdown rule in effect for the title fight. There is a standing 8 count. There is no standing 8 count, I should say, but there is a mandatory 8 count following a knockdown. We'll talk about headbutts and any of those things later on if they become effective or necessary to tell you about them later on as the fight progresses. You see Buddy McGirt trying to do everything he can with Simon Brown. Simon just trying to keep him off here. Both guys sort of feeding each other out in round #1. But he needs to use that left jab as much as he can to keep Brown off him. Brown, a very powerful puncher. 26 KOs and 34 wins. Buddy McGirt, not a bad puncher himself. With 54 wins in his record, he has 43 KOs. So either one of these guys can drop his opponent. McGirt from Long Island, New York, is the former IBF champion, junior welterweight champion, that is. These are welterweights now, the 147-pound division. McGirt looked a little off balance with that tactics. Again, Buddy McGirt in the blue trunks with the white trim, Simon Brown with the black trunks. Simon, formerly of Jamaica, fighting out of Mount Airy, Maryland. And again, McGirt trying to use some roughhouse tactics. Mills Lane right on top of him. Very even, very difficult first round to score. Both fighters doing about the same to each other. Just sort of finding out which things the opponent will do. Nice right hand get through by Buddy McGirt that time. Left hand get through too. Simon counters immediately with a straight left of his own to the cheek of Buddy McGirt. McGirt using the elbow to push it up. What a right hand scores. You see McGirt using everything he can to intimidate his man Simon Brown. Kind of an even first round. Both guys did things in the course of the first round as we look into the corner here.
Look, you understand? Get out of there, or either that, get off with your jet. All right, take it.
Simon Brown, 34-1, 26 KOs. That's Emil Griffith working with him. Former champion of the world. Here we go, round number 2 again. Simon Brown in the black trunks to the right of your screen. Buddy McGirt in the blue trunks with the white trim. Bob Sheridan here on King Vision, bringing you this fight around the world. Hope you're enjoying a night of boxing. First round, a kind of even first round with the guys feeling each other out. Neither fighter really established himself as controlling the round. The guys have similar ability, although Brown is the champ. McGirt's a tough cookie. And in 57 professional fights, he's only tasted defeat a couple of times. And one of those at the hands of Melville Taylor, the great champion. While that time was Simon Brown. Brown doesn't seem to have the real crisp shots tonight. And maybe it appears that way because Buddy is really kind of controlling things right now. McGirt has run off a string of 16 consecutive wins, and right now he seems to be doing the scoring with the heavier punches, although he's in and out. It looks like Simon Brown is scoring heavier punches, but he's not. They're not really landing. Even that one wasn't a flush punch. It looked good from far away, but you see Buddy McGirt making him miss there. Simon's timing seems just a little bit off, his position just a little bit off. Let's see if he can do anything about it. Buddy McGirt counters nicely that time. Simon Wild with the right hand again, and McGirt ties him up immediately. So he waltzes him off to the ropes, and referee Mills Lane separates him again. McGirt doing a nice job slipping the punches so far of Simon Brown. And the other thing is when Brown has come inside, McGirt has done a nice job countering. Again, you see Simon Brown misses his punch, and McGirt answers with his. But he caught him that time. Brown seems just a little bit off right now in the second round here. A lot of supporters here for Buddy McGirt. And Buddy landed about a 4-punch combination with 25 seconds remaining in round 2. Brown's got a tough opponent in the #1 ranked contender in the world. Closing seconds now. And again, it's McGirt that scores. So a good round for Buddy McGirt. Okay, watch this flurry by Buddy McGirt. He catches it with the uppercut, the left hand. We'll show you the same thing with just a different view of it. He misses that with the out straight left, pays with the uppercut, and then the left hook catches him. So things just aren't in sync for Simon Brown yet. This is round 3. Again, scheduled for 12. So Buddy McGirt having things his way, and let's see if Simon Brown picks up the pace a little bit. Can't tell if there's anything wrong with the right hand that he injured in training. It doesn't appear so far. Nothing would indicate that so far. But Simon Brown seems to be just a little bit off. McGirt got through with that nice left hand, bounces the head back again of Simon. Simon missing again. Again, Simon just slightly off of that one. Meanwhile, Buddy answers and scores his punch. Brown tries to nail him up inside with the uppercut, but that just slightly misses. Tough fight for both fighters. You look for Simon Brown to do things that we've seen him do so often in many other fights. But again, it's Buddy McGirt that is beating him to the punch. He beat him to the punch in the second round, and he's done it so far here in round number 3. Brown looked slightly off in the first round, but it was a really too close to call round. Uppercut scores that time. See him working hard inside. In the corner of Buddy McGirt doesn't want him to fight Simon Brown inside. Simon's very dangerous inside. Buddy bounces to the left, then back to the right. Catches Brown with an uppercut. Left hand misses from both fighters. They tie each other up inside. And the corner of Buddy McGirt again yelling, hey, stay out of there. We don't want you fighting inside against Simon Brown. Buddy McGirt caught him with the right hand. It might have wobbled Brown a little bit. His legs seem all right. He's got the elasticity back in. Wild left hand that time. He missed the right hand and caught him with the left. Bounced the head back with the left hand. Simon's eyes don't seem real clear. Meantime, Buddy McGirt has tremendous fan support here in the crowd at the Mirage Hotel. And he has Simon just slightly off. But Simon can turn all that around as we come up to the 15-second mark now in round number 3 with one good shot. Uppercut catches him. McGirt has scored uppercuts, jabs, right hands, left hands. Nice combination that time by Buddy McGirt. Round 3 has to go to Buddy McGirt. All right, watch this combination by Buddy McGirt. You'll see what I mean about scoring punches. He gets through with the left and right hand. And you see the look of concern in the face of Simon Brown. Watch this right hand coming up now. Sets him up with a shoulder. Bam, he catches him with a nice shot. That one buckled the legs a little bit of Simon Brown. The question is, can Buddy keep this pace up? All right, here we go with round number 4. Simon Brown has not done what we thought he would do. We expected to see him take command and establish himself, but it's been just quite the opposite. Buddy McGirt has done it. And Brown still doesn't look to me like he has that old determination look that we've seen him so many times before. McGirt looking for his opportunities to land shots. Now it looks like Brown is trying to pick up the pace a little bit. And to get that left hand pumping in the face of Buddy McGirt. You hit the corner of Buddy McGirt saying, hey, don't stand there and let him come in on you and throw some punches. Keep him off. And you see him go back to getting that left hand back out there. Brown goes to throw a right hand, and Buddy bounces the left again. Beating him to the punch. He get caught with the right hand that time. And again, McGirt surprising Simon Brown with good shots. McGirt, one tough cookie for Simon Brown. World-class fight of both of them. Against Meldrick Taylor, it was just pure speed that was able to stop Buddy McGirt. Left hand gets through, but McGirt makes him pay with the left hook of his own. Brown doesn't seem to have power with the right hand. McGirt scores another combination. He attacks again, spins Brown. Left hook scores. Right hand scores, nails him with another right hand. Brown keeps coming on. McGirt continues to counterpunch. So far in the fight, Buddy McGirt has been able to do just about as he's wanted to do. He's counterpunched. And Simon Brown, this far, is taking a beating in the fight. Good shots landing again by Buddy McGirt. This is really a surprise. Simon tries to punch inside, just a light uppercut. Looks like Simon Brown is cut, maybe by the right eye. 25 seconds remaining in the round. He gets nailed again as he comes in. Big surprise here. Brown, even when he throws his punches, is slipping around. Wild with the left hand, wild with the right hand. McGirt doing an excellent job on defense in the closing seconds of this, the fourth round. Catches him with the right hand. Brown on the attack now.
Every Sunday night at 8 on Sky Sports, watch the game that's played with an unrivaled passion. Played with an unrivaled spirit. Played with an unrivaled flair. Scottish League football, played from the heart. Sunday night at 8 on Sky Sports.
What about phoning Rita and Monty?
Rita and Monty.
This is delicious, BT. So fresh. Tastes like it came out of the sea this morning.
More chicken? Anyone? Rita and Monty.
If nobody reminds you, there are only 4 days until the BT share offer closes. There's now an unbeatable dual-action conditioner and shampoo in one that does wonders for your nose as well as your hair. Dimension 2 in 1, the new dimension in hair care.
You cracked it yet?
Nah, it's been driving me insane all day.
Me too.
Is this stain the greatest? Ain't misses.
Do you think there's a chance of divine inspiration?
Carl's been appears.
Probably.
While they're pretending not to notice that your nose is feeling beastly, along comes a beastly sore throat. This is when Hall's Mentholyptus can transform you. As Hall's soothing eucalyptus melts away the discomfort from your throat, it releases penetrating menthol vapor action to ease your breathing. Rejoin the human race with your favorite Hall's Mentholyptus.
At the British Grand Prix, we asked people who'd already shaved that morning to shave again with the revolutionary Braun Flex Control.
It's quite a nice sensation, actually.
We wanted to see how the pivoting head and twin foils followed the contours of his face for a really close shave.
I think with it having a double two heads on it, you feel as though you're getting shaved twice, if you like.
Then we checked how much the Braun had taken off.
Very impressed, very impressed.
Once you try it, we think you'll find you haven't shaved till you've shaved with a Braun.
I'm gonna make you great again. The people want you back.
Coming soon, the World Cup of Cricket, exclusively live on Sky Sports.
This is round 5. We're coming to you from the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Simon Brown had bet to pick up the pace because Buddy McGirt has been beating him to the punch throughout the evening. We're in round 5. It's scheduled for 12. Now Mills Lane comes inside. He'll warn him about hanging on and hitting. Lane, an excellent referee. Again, McGirt beats him to the punch. Gets a jab through, scores with a jab again. Nails him with the right hand. Brown seems to be slipping. He just can't seem to get off properly tonight. And he can't land a good right hand. Now I've got a question if the right hand is okay. He doesn't seem to have any power with it. Buddy McGirt has really been giving him a boxing lesson so far. Again, Brown scores a little light punch, but again, McGirt gets through with 2 of his own. Brown attacks. McGirt a little off balance, but sits on the ropes and bounces right back up again. Mills Lane, the referee, has to separate them. But Brown waltzes in. Look at him carrying that arm down low. I'll tell you one thing. Simon Brown can't dangle his left arm with Buddy McGirt because McGirt is so quick with the right hand, he'll make him pay for it. McGirt already has counterpunched him to death tonight, as far as I'm concerned. Mills Lane warns him about keeping his blows up. What happened was he was throwing an uppercut. Buddy McGirt walked in. Whether it's an accident or not, and a low blow is still a foul. Simon catches him on the belt a little bit below it again. This appears to be a better round for Simon, and just as I say that, a vicious right uppercut is landed by Buddy McGirt. McGirt doing an excellent job of boxing Simon Brown here. Brown is going to have to do something to turn this thing around because right now McGirt is dictating the pace and flow of this fight and almost scoring it well. He's giving a boxing lesson to the champion. Beating him to the punch again. Buddy McGirt just continues to pile up points as Simon Brown appears to be totally ineffective in this fight so far. Another good shot. Nails him with the left hand that time. Brown continues to plod in, but Simon Brown is also paying every time he comes in because Buddy McGirt is doing an excellent job counterpunching him, as he did that time. You see Simon Brown on the assault, and it's got to be frustrating for him as we come up to the closing seconds of round 5 now. McGirt beating him inside, beating him outside. Again, another round for Buddy McGirt.
Good boy. There's 5 in the bank, buddy. Relax. The savings and loan will be looking for you.
Wait a minute. How you feel, champ? Keep that mouth closed. Keep your hands up. Buddy, you go back to the boom, boom, boom jam, all right?
Here we go to round number 6. Let's see if Simon Brown can show flashes of the old Simon Brown. Brown works inside, tries to do something with the uppercut. Don't forget there was a cut opened in the 4th round to the right side of Simon Brown's eye. Good shot. McGirt's a tough cookie, but his jaw seems to be hanging down a little bit more now here in round number 6. You heard the corner of Buddy McGirt saying, okay, you get 5 in the bank, meaning that he's won the first 5 rounds in their opinion. But then I heard one of the writers behind me, I think it was Michael Katz from the Daily News, say there's 12 rounds to a fight, and that's a fact. Simon Brown looks like he's trying to turn things around here a little bit, and Buddy's arms, I was about to say, don't seem to have the same sting, but Brown is trying to turn things around here in round 6. He's having a better round. still hasn't landed a punishing shot. He is working to the body on Buddy McGirt. And whether McGirt, whose jaw is beginning to hang down, or whether that's a black mouthpiece on the inside there, that he's just biting with his lips open a little bit, or he's trying to suck the air in there, I really can't tell. We'll try to get a better reading on that for you. Brown continues to be on the assault, but he's got to start landing some blows in this fight. McGirt beats him to the punch inside as Simon Brown continues to plod forward. Heads coming together. Brown looking to see if he can do something, but Buddy McGirt keeps the punches in his face. Scores with the right hand of the ear of Simon Brown. Brown lets the left hand go, goes over the shoulder. McGirt counters him again. Now Brown scores inside. Buddy answers with a nice combination. Weil with the right hand. So far again, the heavy blow hasn't been landed. The heavy blows have been landed by Buddy McGirt, the challenger. Right uppercut, glancing left. Right hand almost nails the champ. See McGirt with that elbow, the way he sets up the head, the right side of the head. Blood coming from the right side of the eye of the champion. Champion continues to come in. Buddy McGirt makes him pay when he comes in. Both fighters very, very game. Right hand scores, left hand scores. And that right eye might be more of a problem. Two misses again. Excellent defensive movements by Buddy McGirt. And the champ's face could be in some big trouble here. He comes in, the eyes look a little bit glassy as he nails him again right on top of that gut. Buddy McGirt was in the process of maybe losing the first round of the fight, and he turned this sixth round right around back in his favor. You see wild shots being thrown by the champ. The champ can't seem to land them. Brown misses the uppercut. Buddy nails him. Bell ends round 6, and I'm going to give that round again to Buddy McGirt.
You got him all worried there. You got two more someone. Don't let him hold you and you don't punch. Punch back with him.
That's Dr. Flip Omansky checking out the cut to the right side of the eye of Simon Brown. Okay, watch this body work by Simon Brown. Okay, to the body with that shot. See him downstairs. He makes Buddy McGirt miss. You see inside. Brown does a lot of things inside that are difficult to see. That time it goes over the shoulder, but works the body downstairs. Another body shot. Weil with the right hand. That was one of the nicer rounds for Simon Brown, but personally, I didn't think there was enough of Simon Brown to give him that round. I thought that the heavier blows were landed by Buddy McGirt. That cut now at this stage of the fight with 6 rounds to go has to be a concern. Simon Brown has got to do something to shorten up his punches and try to stop Buddy McGirt with a good right hand someplace along the line. A glancing blow that time. Brown bounces one over his head. The inside place is not where McGirt does best against Simon Brown. Again, McGirt does a lot of nice things in terms of slipping punches. You see that head bouncing in him. Simon, Weil with the right hand to Simon Brown. This is a better round for Simon as well. Brown does a lot of scoring inside where Buddy McGirt doesn't want to be fighting. Brown, Weil with the left hand over his head. McGirt's jaw seems to be hanging. And again inside is Simon Brown looking to land the big right hand. Buddy up on his toes, bouncing around. Not landing anywhere near as many blows in this round as he has throughout the fight. We're in the 7th round of a scheduled 12-round WBC welterweight championship fight. Buddy McGirt from Long Island, New York against Simon Brown of Mount Airy, Maryland, out of Jamaica. Brown looks like he may be trying to establish himself and turn the fight around in this, the 7th round. He's having his best round of the fight, but let's see what McGirt does, because every time I've said that Simon has had a good round, all of a sudden it seems McGirt reverses things, and he may be in the process of doing that right now. Combination didn't land that time, nor was that one. Now McGirt McGirt is being hit by Simon Brown. Wild with the right hand. Simon is just like he's been throughout the course of the evening, just slightly off. Just slightly off. Now there's Buddy missing. This again has been the best round for Simon Brown, but he has to win this round convincingly down the closing seconds. Don't let the judges take it away from him with a 15-second flurry here at the end of the round. And McGirt is still tough with the counter-punching. And Brown scores again inside. You see the time remaining in the round, down to about 5 seconds now remaining in round number 7. McGirt missing many more punches. All right, a pretty good round that time for Simon Brown. I think that's the first round that Simon Brown has won. All right, watch this now. You'll see McGirt starts out the thing looking pretty good, and Simon Brown comes back and scores a big punch there. Backs Buddy McGirt off. We'll show you that same thing again. Watch for McGirt establishing with the right hand, and watch Simon Brown come back and nail him with the right of his own. Bam, right there. Both of these guys are in excellent condition because they've absorbed some pretty good punches. Neither fighter has been down. A couple of times Simon Brown appeared to be visibly shaken, but it really wasn't because of conditioning. But neither fighter has been down in the fight. There is a cut that was opened up in the 4th round along the right side and above the right side of the eye of Simon Brown. That could be something that we need to continue to watch throughout the remaining portion of the fight. We're in round number 8. Let's see if Simon Brown can continue what he started back in round 7. It's been Buddy McGirt through the first half of the fight. This is the type of round that McGirt needs to continue to establish himself, and don't run out of gas. Don't let Brown have the edge here now. On the other hand, Simon Brown has got to stop things like that from happening. Great counter punches. He nailed him with a straight left hand that time. Missed the right hand opportunity, though. Again, it was the right hand that Simon injured. We haven't seen him land a real good right hand so far in the fight. That punch did nothing. The crowd loved it, but all it did was move the glove. That right hand did, but Simon answers with a left hook. But Simon misses his left hook. Brown seems to have the adrenaline pumping more now than does the challenger, Buddy McGirt, but he still isn't able to land any punches of significance, I'd say. See, Buddy McGirt now is not throwing the real good combinations he threw earlier in the fight, and as they say that, he gets through with the right hand. Simon misses his opportunity. Some real tough infighting in this fight, too. When they're inside, it's Simon Brown doing the winning inside. Buddy McGirt needs some punching room. He missed that punch again. Simon Brown nails him with the right hand, spins the head around, catches it with a left hook. McGirt is strong, although he's caught with a left hook. Comes back with a combination of his own to the head of Brown. At time he makes Brown pay, but not enough because Brown is on the assault again. Buddy McGirt is running, makes him miss the punches, catches him with the right hand. This again is round 8, and a good round 8. Simon Brown is a different fighter in this, the 8th round, that he was 2 or 3 rounds ago. Brown spit his mouthpiece out, which oftentimes is indicative of fatigue. Looks like blood is coming from the nose now of Simon Brown. McGirt tries to fight stronger. His mouthpiece gone. Simon Brown continues to chase him. Nails Brown with a pretty good right hand. Brown misses with his left. 20 seconds to go in the round. Blood coming down from that right eye of Simon Brown. Again, he can't allow himself to be hit too many times more in that eye, or he's going to be in trouble with it. Closing seconds of the round. A much better round for Simon Brown. The eye bothering Simon Brown. Now they ask for the mouthpiece to go in. Okay, here they go for the last few seconds of this, the 8th round. All right, the 8th round ends.
Welcome back. The Footballers' Football Show for die-hard professionals.
Is the Footballers' Football Show becoming an institution?
But that's absolutely right, yeah.
Yes.
I would say so, yeah.
Yes.
But it's your opinions that count.
Very good point.
Keep them coming. The Footballers' Football Show, Tuesday at 9, Sky Sports.
Hero, the aftershave for men from Fabergé.
To this day, it's a mystery who gave in to temptation. But one slice of Fianetta, with its irresistible, crisp, dark layers and sinfully rich ice cream, never seems quite enough. So who was that last slice destined for? Why all eyes turn to me, I can't say.
Someday I'm gonna write the story of my life.
Softly.
Sentimental Journey with Ruby Murray, Frankie Lane, Doris Day, Bing Crosby.
Around the world.
A timeless collection of 50 original hits, including the first number ones of all time, from the stars that will never fade. Pat Boone, Glenn Miller, Perry Como, Nat King Cole, and many, many more.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. No other love have I.
Sentimental Journey is not available in any shops, so please make a note of how to order your copy. Sentimental Journey, 50 romantic masterpieces in one very special collection. The complete set of 3 records, 3 long-play cassettes, or 3 compact discs can be yours by simply calling this number with your credit card details.
Just what sin have I been guilty of?
Or write to Teledisc at this address. Sentimental Journey from Teledisc, the quality name for the best music collections. Remember, Sentimental Journey is not available in any shops.
Put the pedal to the metal. Red Line tonight at 11, only on Sky Sports.
We go to round 9. This is the point where Simon Brown is going to have to do something because McGirt may have won too many rounds here. I had McGirt winning probably the first 6 rounds. Simon Brown winning the 7th round. The 8th round fairly even, or maybe slightly in favor of Simon Brown. But nonetheless, Brown had better finish strong, and the way things are going, it's not happening that way. There's a cut beside the right eye of Brown. Buddy McGirt just landed a nice combination. Brown is on the assault, but he's got to land some punches with it. This could come down to who wants it the most at the end, and so far it's been Buddy McGirt who has appeared to want it the most. We'll find out just how good Buddy McGirt can finish this thing, as Simon Brown has got to realize that he's got to land some punches here. McGirt shouldn't be fighting Simon Brown inside here. It's not the place to be fighting him. That left hook almost caught Buddy McGirt. McGirt doesn't seem to have the same sting to his punches that he had earlier, but then again, Simon Brown isn't as strong as he was earlier in the fight either. McGirt's mouth is hanging open all the time, which is usually indicative of a guy that's fatigued. And I'll tell you one thing, Simon Brown has a look on his face that he is really determined right now. Conditioning may tell the story in the closing rounds of the fight. And at this point, Brown seems to be the stronger of the two in spite of the fact he's taken more punishment. Good defense there by Simon. Looking to land the big blow. Hasn't been able to get it through so far yet. Buddy McGirt scored to the head that time. Brown comes back and nails Buddy McGirt. McGirt hit again and again, just missing his Simon Brown. But that's the way he's been most of the night, just slightly off. He hasn't been able to land a big right hand, again countered by Buddy McGirt. McGirt catches him again. He kind of fell forward, pushed his shoulder to get him off. Brown goes to the uppercut. Buddy McGirt still doing things good in this fight. Brown got nailed that time with both hands. One right hand, then one left hand. Now Brown comes back, makes him pay again. But Buddy McGirt fights back strongly. Brown's jaw is hanging now as he tries to push McGirt up. I'll tell you one thing about Simon Brown. His legs are still there. He seems to be very strong with all the shots he's taken to the head. His legs just have been there the entire night. He's a strong kid. I'll tell you one thing. Buddy McGirt has given him all he wants in this fight. Nailed him again on the chin. Right hand gets through that time, but it does no damage to James Buddy McGirt. The bell ends round number 9. Let's watch this one here. Right hand lands and spins ahead of Simon Brown, and the left hand comes right back. That was that two-punch combination, and then McGirt backed off. Okay, now they want him to do a lot of feinting, which means they want to try to make Simon Brown continue to miss. They've been real successful throughout the course of the fight with that. Brown hasn't been able to land a big blow during the course of this go, I should say. And now he better do something now, or he's going to be in tremendous danger of losing his championship. Because Buddy McGirt has come to fight tonight, and he's giving this guy, and has given him a boxing lesson throughout. I won't say that Simon Brown hasn't been tough on the inside, but he hasn't been able to really land the big one blow that would turn this fight around. He's continuing to try to do it. He appears to be fresher, but every time I say that, it seems as though Buddy McGirt lands a combination to the head of Simon Brown. Nice left hook scored that time, but no damage done to Buddy McGirt. Left hand gets through that time again. McGirt seems to be more fatigued, but again, so many times I've said it because of the fight, and he'll come right back. Now the left hook catches him. Brown misses and scores the left, and then he has to take the right left of McGirt. You hear the corner saying, feint, make this guy miss. Don't give him a chance to score the big blow. We're in round 10. For Simon Brown, it's a question of running out of rounds as he works the body of James Buddy McGirt. He's going to have to land a big blow and put this man down, or he's going to be in danger of losing the fight. McGirt's in excellent condition as well because while he looks more fatigued than does Simon Brown, he still has plenty left, in my opinion. Neither guy has been off his feet in this fight, but he has enough to throw the combinations, and while he hits Simon Brown, no damage is done. Brown continues to look for the opportunity to land the big right hand. Every time that Simon Brown catches him and gets him in position to throw the right hand, Buddy McGirt does an excellent job of spinning out of the way so he can't throw it. Now watch, he'll spin himself out of here, so in fact, Simon won't get a chance to land the big right hand. He pushes his way around towards the right side of Simon Brown, taking away the power of the right hand. See, just did the same thing again. Continues to circle around to the right. And again, McGirt lands that combination, although Simon just barely again. He's been just slightly off throughout the course of the evening here. Coming in live from the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas, and this has been a good one. Oh, he's got Simon Brown goes down. 2 shots catch him. Counts up to 4 and 5. Brown's legs are wobbled very, very much so. Now let's see if he can show the heart of a champion with 20 seconds left. He was caught with 2 shots that time. Real good shots. His legs still aren't back to 100%. His legs look very, very heavy right now. 10 seconds remaining in the round. Maybe what Simon should be doing is hanging on. McGirt looks very, very winded himself. Catches him again with the right hand. And I'll tell you, the champ looks ready to go again. The bell ends the round. We still have 2 rounds to go, so don't move. In my opinion, it would take a knockout. Watch this knockdown. Left hook caught him. Left hook. It was the left hook that put him down and caught him flush. Watch it again. The left hook. Right hand misses, and the left hook catches him again. 2 left hooks. There's 2 more rounds to go. Another position. This is the left hook that caught him. He had everything to go. The right hand was a glancing blow. All right, here we go. This is the 11th round. This is going to end up as a war if Simon Brown is going to win it. Otherwise, we're going to have a new WBC welterweight champion. McGirt has given Simon Brown a boxing lesson throughout. All right, now he asks it looks like Emil Griffith to get some of the grease out of the eye. And time is back in now. This is round 11, scheduled for 12. Simon Brown was down in the 10th round. And he's going to have to really drop Buddy McGirt if he thinks he can win this fight now. Wild with the right hand. Brown has got to get much more aggressive, and I'm afraid he doesn't have enough left to do it. Buddy McGirt's jaw has been hanging since the 7th round, but he's been able to do enough with the points he built up in the early going to fight in flurries in the later rounds of the fight. And in fact, I had him winning not only the 10th round by 2 points, but winning the 9th round. The 8th round may have been even, so he did at least as good as Simon Brown in that one. Again, the power again. The punches being scored by Buddy McGirt. Brown, from the opening portion of the fight, has just been slightly off throughout the fight. It would take a knockout, in my opinion, for Simon Brown to win this thing now. So McGirt should just really kind of coast, I think. Oh. He nails him with the right hand. I don't know if Brown has enough power. You see him hanging the hand. McGirt walks through it that time. I think McGirt has got enough power left in him to, in fact, knock down Simon Brown. He had him on the canvas in the last round, and Simon's not establishing himself in this, the 11th round at all. As a matter of fact, it's Buddy McGirt who is doing an excellent job of continuing to dictate the flow of the 11th round. He's dictated the flow of the fight throughout. Brown's right eye practically closed. It was cut way back in the 4th round beside it. Brown hasn't been able to land the right hand or a real flush punch throughout the fight. Excellent defensive tactics by James Buddy McGirt. Closing seconds now in the 11th round. All right, another pretty good round for Buddy McGirt. Let's listen in and hear what they have to say in Simon Brown's corner. The 12th and final round at stake, the WBC welterweight championship. All Buddy McGirt has to do is just stay away from Simon Brown, and he's got the title. Simon has got to knock him out to win. Buddy McGirt is that far ahead in my scorecard anyway. I don't know how the judges see it, but in my opinion, it would take a definite knockout for Simon Brown to win this thing. McGirt's that far ahead. I don't know if Simon's got enough left. All Buddy has to do is stay away, but he's not going to do it that way. He's going to continue doing what he's done throughout the fight, and that's counterpunch. He really shouldn't exchange. He doesn't have to. Buddy McGirt has this thing won. Brown has got to score a big punch to win this fight. Again, it's Buddy that continues to beat him to the punch. And again, Simon just slightly off his bid throughout the fight. Brown gets hit again, countered again. Wild with the left hand and no sting behind that anyway. It's been Buddy McGirt really giving the boxing lesson. Gone back and forth, left to right. He's fought a magnificent fight. Brown just has not been able to catch up with him at all during the course of this fight. Brown was down in the 10th round. He's been counterpunched to death in this fight. Buddy McGirt flirting with danger with more than half this round gone, continuing to mix with Simon Brown. Remember, these guys don't become champions without tremendous hearts, and it may be just a little bit too late for Simon Brown in this one, as Buddy seems to have enough bounce in his legs and stings in his punches to continue to do throughout the remaining minute now of this fight. We're going to have a new welterweight champion. Inside of 45 seconds to go, Simon has got to know that it would take a knockout for him to win. It's been a good fight all the way for James Buddy McGirt, and a boxing lesson all the way for Simon Brown. And right to the end, it's Buddy McGirt beating him to the punch. Inside of 20 seconds to go. Right hand gets through. There'll be no knockout. And right to the end, Buddy McGirt continues to give the boxing lesson. A real tough fight for Simon Brown. Okay, here's round 10. As again, Simon Brown is beaten to the punch. And there's down goes the champion. Here's a different angle of it. Watch the left hand. Right misses. And here's the left hook right there that did the damage. Jimmy Lennon appears to have gathered the scorecards together.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 championship rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Dalby Shirley scores at 119-108. Rai Solis scores at 117-110, as does Jerry Roth, 117-110. All three in favor of the winner and the new WBC welterweight champion of the world, James Buddy McGirt.
Well, that was a smashing fight, wasn't it? Gary Mason has been on the edge of